Hi, boys and girls. Okay, are you ready for this? We're going to do the eyeball dissection, okay? But don't worry, it's going to be fine. So I'm getting ready to put the eyeball underneath the camera. So don't freak out. It's okay. Here is the front of the cow's eyeball. So this protective covering on the top, that's the cornea on the outside of the eye. And if I flip it over, we can see the back of the eye. And this right here, that's its optic nerve. That's the part that's going to travel to the cow's brain to tell the cow what he's seeing. So let's go ahead and we're going to do a cross section through the middle using a scalpel, where we're going to get to see all the internal parts. I know. Watch, you can kind of see. Do you see the cornea kind of bulging there a little bit? Yeah. So, gotta do a little cutting because it is pretty rough. I'll tell you what the tissue feels like. It's pretty rough and tough to cut through. I'm going to use my dissection scissors here. You can use some scissors also that are specifically made for dissection. You can see how they're a little bit smaller than maybe normal scissors. Okay. So I had to cut through some tissue, some muscles there that controls which way the cow's eyes are going. Boy, he's a tough guy. Woof. He is tough. There. Okay. I'm just going to cut around. All right, so now I'm going to flap his front of his eye open and we'll be able to see what's on the inside. Okay, oh, look at that. So there is some, wow. Okay, now let's peel this out. Off there. What do you think this is? What are your thoughts on this? Okay, oops, I'll put that off to the side there. Now, there you can see my gloved finger. That right there is the opening that we know as the pupil. If you look really closely here, you can see some muscle tissue. And that is the iris. Because the iris is a colored muscle that controls the size of the pupil, so that helps open and close it. Oh yes, my favorite part of the eye. Okay, so that's the retina. Just kind of peeled that out of there. Now this is the part that makes the nocturnal animals, this makes their eyes look like they're glowing at night. I know that we've talked about how sometimes dogs and cats' eyes can look green. And some alligators and lizards, their eyes can look orange, or even some raccoons' eyes can look yellow. And cow's eyes, look at that. It's kind of has a blue tint to that. So I'm going to give you the name for the reflective layer that sits back behind the retina, and that's the tapetum lucidum. Not a fun word. Tapetum lucidum. So that's the reflective part in nocturnal animals. It helps increase the amount of light that's allowed into an eye. So it helps just use the low light of animals. Some animals that maybe are nocturnal and have to hunt at night. So they're obviously hunting at night, so it has low light. So it uses the low light more efficiently. Humans don't have that reflective retina, the reflective layer, because, well, we're not nocturnal, so we don't hunt at night. So that's the inside of our cow's eyeball. So let's go through the parts. So we have the cornea, the covering on the top, and it's kind of cloudy right now because it's obviously some dead tissue, so that makes it look a little cloudier. But when we open it up, you can see our pupil pretty clearly. The hole that light is let in. And we can see our iris, the colored muscles that control the size of that pupil. Now, if we know that, what do we think this is? Do you think it's the lens? Yep, it is. And then we have our retina. We had our retina, it's right here. And then we have our tapetum lucidum, which is our reflective layer that's back behind the retina. That helps increase the amount of light in for nocturnal animals so they can see in the dark much better than humans can. So that's our cow eyeball. Good job, guys. I'm proud of you for watching through that. You did really good.